Your car is lying to you right now, not metaphorically, literally. There are fault codes sitting in your vehicle's computer at this exact moment. Codes your dashboard will never show you. That could be costing you hundreds of pounds at the garage for a problem you could have fixed yourself for free. Dealerships charged UK drivers over £2.3 billion in diagnostic fees last year alone. £2.3 billion for a service that a free app on your phone can now do in under 60 seconds. But here's the part nobody's talking about. Not every app is equal. iPhone users and Android users are getting completely different results. And one platform is being quietly left behind. So which phone is actually giving you the real picture of what's wrong with your car? 5 years ago, reading your car's OBD data, that's the onboard diagnostic system every car built after 2001 legally has to carry, required a 200-pound handheld scanner and a trained technician. That was the world mechanics wanted you to stay in. Then Bluetooth OBD adapters arrived. Small dongles under 15 pounds that plug into the port beneath your steering wheel and beam data directly to your phone. Suddenly the wall came down. A mechanic in Manchester named Dave Thornton went viral in 2023 after posting a TikTok showing him diagnosing a customer's mystery engine fault in 4 minutes using a free app. The same fault the dealership had quoted 120 pounds just to identify. The video hit 4 million views. That moment woke people up. And now there are dozens of apps competing for your dashboard. But the iPhone App Store and the Google Play Store are running very different races. And the gap between them is wider than most people realize. Here's what most comparison videos get wrong immediately. The app is only half the equation. The OBD adapter you pair it with determines almost everything. iPhone runs on Bluetooth Low Energy, BLE. Android supports both BLE and the older Bluetooth Classic protocol. This matters enormously. The most popular budget OBD adapters, the 𝐒𝐿M327 clones flooding Amazon for under 10 pounds, are overwhelmingly Bluetooth Classic, which means they connect instantly and reliably to Android. But on iPhone, dropouts, delays, failed readings. While Android users are pulling live sensor data in real time, iPhone users are often still waiting for a stable connection. The fix exists. Wi-Fi adapters like the vPeak or OBD-Link CX work cleanly with iOS. But that's an extra step most people don't know they need to take. So before you even open an app, your hardware choice is already deciding the winner. But the connection gap is just the beginning. 3 apps dominate this space in 2024. Car Scanner, 𝐿𝐿/OBD2, OBD Auto Doctor, and 𝐶𝐿 Pro, which is Android only, and that alone tells you something. Car Scanner is the closest thing to a universal favorite. It's free, it reads manufacturer-specific codes beyond the generic OBD standard, and it pulls live data across fuel trims, coolant temperature, throttle position, real mechanic level information. On Android, Car Scanner runs without friction. On iPhone, the interface is nearly identical, but certain advanced PID profiles that unlock brand-specific data for Toyota, BM, and Volkswagen load slower and occasionally fail to sync. OBD Auto Doctor is cleaner for beginners, better interface, easier fault code explanations, works well on both platforms, but it hides its best features behind a paywall on iOS that doesn't exist on the Android version. Same app, different price, different features, different platform, and 𝐶𝐿 Pro, the gold standard for Android, used by professional tuners, track day drivers, and serious DIY mechanics, doesn't exist on iPhone at all. Google Play has over 40 dedicated OBD and diagnostic apps with more than 10,000 reviews. The App Store has fewer than 15. The ecosystem gap is real, and it's growing. But here's where the controversy starts. Some tech reviewers will push back hard on everything you just heard. They'll argue iPhone's tighter hardware control and stricter App Store policies mean the apps that do exist are more reliable, better coded, and safer for your vehicle's data. And they're not entirely wrong. A badly coded Android app with root access and a cheap ELM327 clone can in rare cases send incorrect commands to certain vehicle modules. It's uncommon, but it's documented. Apple's sandboxing prevents that class of risk entirely. Here's what they're missing though. Reliability means nothing if the tool can't actually do the job you need it to do. A free Android setup, a 10-pound OBD Bluetooth adapter and car scanner or Torque Pro can read transmission codes, ABS codes, airbag codes, and manufacturer-specific live data that most iPhone apps simply cannot access without paid upgrades or incompatible hardware. What this means for you specifically is this. If you drive a common vehicle, Ford, Vauxhall, Toyota, Honda, and you want basic engine fault code reading and simple live data, iPhone is fine. The free apps work. You'll clear that check engine light without paying a penny. But if you want to go deeper, if you want to understand what your car is actually doing, you catch problems before they become expensive and genuinely reduce your garage bills long term. Android gives you more tools, more access, and more power at the same zero cost. The phone in your pocket might be costing you more than you think. Next, this channel is going inside the OBD adapters themselves, specifically the difference between cheap ELM327 clones and genuine chipset adapters, and why the wrong one could actually corrupt your vehicle's data. That video will change how you shop for car tech forever. But before that, one question for the comments. What car do you drive? And have you ever used a diagnostic app on it? Tell me what happened. But because the answers are going to shape exactly what this channel covers next. Here's the uncomfortable truth to leave you with. The diagnostic data sitting in your car right now belongs to you, not the dealership, not the manufacturer, you. But the companies building these vehicles are already lobbying governments to restrict third-party OBD access entirely. If that legislation passes, and in some US states it's already being drafted, the free diagnostic window could close permanently. The question isn't which app is better. The question is how long you have left to use either of them.